How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be unboxing the Deepoon E2. Yeah, I know, we're already unboxing this thing after just reviewing the Pimax 4K. But, let's get right into it. So the box here is pretty simple. There's nothing around it. Basically, there's this shielding that comes out like so. Alright, put that aside, and also, this box is empty on the outside. And then it opens up like this. And over here, we have some product registration guide like that. We toss that away. A little cover. And then we got a manual in Chinese on how to set up the software, which I'll figure out and make a guide for you guys on a separate video. And another guide on how to set it up hardware-wise, which is attach the strap and whatnot. We already know how to do that. And yeah, let's take out the headset. So that is the headset itself in the box. And we have the back strap, as well as the cable, and finally a microfiber cloth. So that is it for the box. Nothing in there, just more padding. Toss that aside, as well as everything else. So if you guys are wondering, here are the specs for this thing. So the specs are as follows. It's a 1080p panel, OLED screen supposedly, and a 120 degrees field of view using HDMI 1.4b, and you know, all the good stuff. But that is it. The focus is supposed to be an OLED screen, which is supposed to be brighter and more vivid, right? We'll find out soon. Yeah, here's the back pad. It's full of soft material. It feels pretty cushiony and comfortable. This part is the 50-50. Like I said, 50-50 is the good stuff right here, which is basically half rigid and half flexible, and that is what you want for a good headset mount. And the back pad feels amazing already. The cable is actually way higher quality than the one on the Pimax 4K. It's actually very rubbery and very thick, and actually feels much rigid and better. And hopefully this is going to last a long time. I mean, this is just going to be sitting there. You're not moving around. It's not positional tracking or anything, so don't worry about that. Here is the middle strap. It's already pre-mounted for you. So let's put that together. So basically, this thing comes out like that and goes into this hole, and you clip it like that. So that's the first part done. Move on to the side, and the cable basically routes from the side and all the way around into the top to get less in the way. And there we go. Here's how this thing looks. Pretty good. Cushion all around. The sides are actually very soft. It's half rubbery, half fabric, which is nice. Right around here. That is good to know. So let's take a quick look at the front. So basically we got a glossy finish on the front. It's probably going to get scratched up pretty quick. Deepoon logo. On the side we got a headphone jack. And that is great compared to the Pimax 4K, which has its own headphones. I mean, the headphones are great on the Pimax 4K, but the display sucks. But it's nice to see the headphone here. Hopefully there's no interference, and the audio quality is pretty good, hopefully. Power button, as well as an LED indicator over here. And on the other side, again, there is the HDMI cable routing. On the top, ventilation, right there. On the bottom, serial number and stickers and whatnot. And the face pad. Let's get on top of the face pad and see what this thing is all about. Alright, so the cushioning here, it's almost memory foam. Not really memory foam, but it is cushiony, just as cushiony as these pads. And it feels really good. It might be some hard points, but it doesn't feel like I'm going to be able to put this headset on for more than an hour. But we'll find out. But for one thing for sure, it is very comfortable on my fingers. Not my face yet. So the lenses here are about 40 millimeters. Alright, so let's do some in-peel therapy right there. And peeled, shiny, cool lenses. Are they glass? No, that's not glass. I'll do a test later on the review. Nose room looks small. Hopefully this does not get in the way. We'll find out in just a bit. But that is pretty much it. I mean, it's a PCVR headset. It hooks up to your PC. And there's nothing much to show. So I'm going to put this on and let you guys know how it feels. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so fast forward a couple days, and this thing has been driving me crazy. Now, the problem with what I'm having is the Oculus program does not want to launch. It tells me that the Oculus service is already running, and it just ends up airing out and not letting me open up the software. On the other hand, the software for this thing does install. It's all in English. It does look clean and optimized, but the problem is I still don't know what the real problem is. So that's the headset and the Deepoon program, or it's the Oculus and my computer. I'll find out later. I'm going to try to install a new fresh copy of Windows on a separate drive, and reinstall everything. Hopefully that makes this thing work. If not, then I'll have to dig deeper and make this thing work. But for now, here are my thoughts on it so far. So first of all, let's talk about the display. So the display here is actually much brighter and much more vivid, and the colors are much better on this Deepoon E2. But, it's a big but. So again, although the display here is much more vibrant, vivid, colorful, and brighter than the Pimax 4K, it has some severe screen door effect because it's a 1080p panel. On the other hand, the Pimax 4K, although it's dull and not so colorful, it does not have any screen door effect whatsoever. They actually solved the issue by using the 4K panel on this headset. Now, the reason that I actually had this headset as a not so good headset is because of the deception that they did to the customers, where they said, oh, this is a 4K headset, and saying that and claiming that the resolution is 4K when it really is clearly not. So I'll be having an updated review about this thing. Then after I finish getting this thing to work and reviewing it, I'm going to be making a head-to-head comparison between these two headsets. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, the main difference is comfort and display. These are the two things that are going to be going to these headsets. As long as the software here works, because on the Pimax I had no issue whatsoever and it worked just right away. Well, after troubleshooting and after they updated the software a couple times, it worked perfectly. But on the Deepoon, even though it's out for a long time, there are some issues, but it could be Oculus' fault with the program and whatnot. So let's move on to comfort. As we already know, the Pimax 4K is like the most comfortable headset I've ever put on that has headphones and everything else. The nose room is super great. Honestly, I have never had any issues with this headset regarding comfort. On the other hand, this thing has some issues. And you guys can probably guess that it is the nose room. As you can see here, so you guys can see here, imagine this is my nose, or your nose. And if we put the headset on, this is what happens. Your nose ends up getting squished. See that? It gets squished between those. Now, that is an issue. It is super uncomfortable, and it just ruins the whole experience. But do not worry. But do not worry. We're gonna go back to our classic moves of modding this headset, which is probably cutting out this rubber piece right here, and that hopefully should fix the problem. But there's one more thing that I still have to try, and that is actually using the headset and seeing how these lenses are, because so far I'm not too impressed with the lenses. There's literally nothing that I was able to try on this headset to give you guys any kind of input just yet. So I'm still trying to make it work. Still having problems, but my two complaints, again, it's the nose room and getting it to work. But hopefully I can get this to work soon enough. So if you really want a PC VR headset and want to play stationary games like Eve Valkyrie and some other games, maybe like Project Cars, but you also want a great movie experience, I would totally recommend the Pimax 4K for now. Because honestly, the screen door effect on this one is pretty horrible, but on here, it is actually, like, you cannot even see it. Everything is nicely blended together because of the 4K display, and you cannot see the pixels at all, which is just pretty amazing. It makes this thing makes this headset look much better. Now, they do plan to release a better version of this headset with positional tracking and much improved display and whatnot. But the only reason that I kind of rated this thing bad was because of the 4K that they claimed. But anyways, enough of this rambling. This is what I think so far. And this is what I think so far of these headsets. And that is pretty much it for this unboxing for the Deepoon A2. It kind of went boop. Spent 5 days and like 6 hours trying to get this headset to work, and I could not get it to work. So I'll still have to get on it. But my real first impressions will have to wait for this headset. So for now, if you really want a headset that is just really comfortable and display is not that bad, I know it kind of contradicts what I reviewed. Pimax 4K is here for you guys. You plug it in, it just works, and it's good to go. It's comfortable, it's got headphones, it's the whole package, and you got Steam VR with no issues whatsoever. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this unboxing. I know it went from an unboxing to a half comparison with the Pimax 4K, but this is it. Yeah, and if you guys want updates about this headset, you can follow me on Twitter, and I'll be updating the current status of this review and what's happening with this headset and whatnot. That's what I've been doing for the last few days, kind of. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the review and the next video. Take care, everyone.